So now we have to see conflict management. So this is an important topic, how the organization management they are managing the conflict between the organization or between the employees. In that topic we are going to see the introduction, importance, techniques of conflict management, and what are the strategies they are using for conflict management. So the previous classes or previous session we have seen the different team building activities. So that we have completed, and in this session we are learning the concept of conflict management and the importance of and the techniques of conflict management. So what is conflict management? Conflict is a very complex in the organization. A group of individuals, what they are doing is, or an individual or group of individual, they are not obtaining or supporting the organization rules or regulations, or what are the decisions they are taking in the organization, they are not supporting it. It is called as what? Conflict management. So they are seeking, or they will stick on only their own interest or their own opinion. ಅವರ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್, ಅವರ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಹೇಳೋದನ್ನು ಅವರು ಕೇಳುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಥರ ಇರುವಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್ ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಅವೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅವೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ನಾಟ್ ಅವೇರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗದೇ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಎಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ known conflict or unknown conflict ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್, ದೀಸ್ ಟೂ ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ it is making a mismanagement in the organization, and also it is not supporting organizational objectives. Conflict management, it is a process or limiting the negative aspects. What is management? What we are going to do is, here we are going to managing the conflict. What is managing the conflict? In the sense, we are reducing the conflict in the organization. And how we are going to reduce? In the sense, that is, management is enhancing learning and group outcomes. They are understanding the employees, or they're giving more learning attitudes to the employees, and including effectiveness and performance. And the result is what, that is the result of the conflict management result is reduction of conflict, elimination of conflict, or termination of conflicts. The conflict management inquires acquiring skills related to conflict resolution. Self-awareness is required, conflict model is required, and conflict communication skill is required. In the structure we have to develop it. So on the organizationally conflict ಅನ್ನು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದು, it is a very difficult task. So what and all it is required for managing the conflict, in the sense, it is conflict management include the skill, communication, self-awareness, conflict modes, and conflicts communication. These are all required for maintaining good atmosphere in the organization. Next is importance of conflict management. So why conflict management is required in the organization? It helps to address the problems. So what is that? ಏನಾದರೂ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಪ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆರ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಪೀಪಲ್, ಆರ್ ಟು ರಿವೀಲ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ನಿಜವಾದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈಚ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ ದೆಮ್ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ವಿಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಓಕೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ. ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ವಿಲ್ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ದ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ more productivity and good relationship between the employees. ಯಾವುದು? ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, conflict management strategy. What are the conflict management strategies? The conflict management strategies are, first, understand the conflict. Next, consideration about the conflict. Next, investigation of the situation. Next, we have to decide how to solve the problem, and everybody should say aware of the problem. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಅವೇರ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ಸ್, evaluate how to solve the problem, and preventive strategies we have to use. So these are all the 9 strategies we have to use in the organization for conflict management. Conflict resolution strategies, or what are the strategies in the organization they are using for reducing the conflict. So first one is avoiding. So what is avoiding? Everybody knows what is avoiding. Avoiding in the sense is what? Just avoid the problem and just avoid me, just ignore the problem or withdraw the problem. ಕಂಡಿದ್ರು ಕಾಣದೇ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as what? Withdraw the problem. When the conflict is avoided, nothing is resolved. The manager ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, they pretend that he doesn't know anything or he is not at all giving importance to particular problem. It is called as what? Ignore it. So this is the strategy to use in the organization to avoid more problems in the organization. Okay, avoid more problems in the organization. Next is competing, or win or lose. Competing, this is the second strategy. That is, competing in this will go in conflict planning, win the assertive or not. Competing in the sense, some managers, they will ask what is the problem inside the organization, and some managers what they will realize what is happening afterwards. Sometimes what they will do, they will adjust with the problem. Some problems will not be adjusted. That is why it is not cooperative. It is called as what? Competing the problem. So many of that the managers using this, because it comes in dictatorship ಅಂದರೆ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೂ ಕೂಡ the managers will not accept this problem. What they will do, they will not accept, they will not the solution from the employee side. What that manager says, that only they will realize, they will tell to others. Okay, it is what? Competing. Next, third one, accommodating in the sense is what? Any problems comes, the managers will say okay, no, okay, they will accept it, yes or yes, to avoid more problem. ಆಯಿತಾ, ಮೋರ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬರೋದೇ ಇರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಅಕಾಮಿಡೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as what? Accommodating problem. It is a strategy. One party gives two wishes, demand to another, and it is non-assertive and cooperative. So it is very assertive and cooperative manner they are managing the conflict. Some put interest on the satisfy concerns. However, accommodating is also not in that, ಅಂದರೆ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಯಿತು ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಅಂತ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಜೊತೆಗೋ ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಇವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೋ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as what? Accommodating. So accommodating is a good concept only, but sometimes this accommodating attitude will not work in all the ways. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ಇದು accommodating concept ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Suppose when the manager has to take a stronger decision, that time he is adopting this accommodating strategy. That time what happened, it will be a weaker part of the management, right? So accommodating is a good strategy only, but it is not applicable in all the areas. Next is fourth one, collaborating method. When people are both assertive or cooperative, ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೆಲವರು ಅಸರ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ದನ್ನೇ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ಕೋಆಪ್ರೇಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಕೊಲಾಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸರ್ಟಿವ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೋಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್. Okay, so each participant made contribution with the possibility of co-creating and shared revolution, and they will collaborative overcome conflict to reach out and touch them. It is very integrative style. This style is focuses on styling and underlying concerns of both the parties, meeting many current needs of working together. So some groups what they will do, they are very assertive, and some will be cooperative. It is called as what? Collaboration of both. Next is fifth one, compromising. So you know, whatever it is happening, one group of the organization, what they will do, they will compromise it. So why they are compromising? To avoid more problems or the rigorous problem, ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮನ್ನು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಏನೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಟು ಕಾಂಪ್ರಮೈಸ್ ಇಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ರಮೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ. These are all the five strategies of conflict management in the organization.